What's up everyone, I am Chase here at Rocky Mountain ATVMC coming at you with the Enduro bags from Wolfman. So if you're shopping for dual sport and adventure luggage for your motorcycle, you're gonna have a hard time doing that without having Wolfman come into the conversation. Now Wolfman, they get started back in 1992. And these guys specialize in making soft luggage for motorcycles. Now we've been using their bags for years. They've done awesome. The durability is really good. They install easily. And we've just never had anything to complain about. Now the three bags that we're gonna talk about today are the Enduro series, but don't forget Wolfman. These guys make just about anything and everything when it comes to luggage for your motorcycle. Now with the Enduro bags, the unique thing about these is they're designed to install without a side rack system. So they're gonna go from your smaller dual sport adventure bikes all the way up to this Husky 701 and even bigger if you want to. I've actually even installed their biggest Enduro bag, the Dry Saddlebag, on an XCW 300. So really any range of motorcycles, if you want luggage without a side rack system, the Enduro bags are the way to go. Now you're gonna have three sizes. You're gonna have the Dry, which is gonna be 36 liter capacity. From there you've got the E12, which is 25. And then last is going to be the Day Tripper, which is 12.4 liter capacity. If you look at the E12 and the Day Tripper, they look the same size when you're looking straight at it, but what you're not seeing is there's about 6 inches of depth on the E12, so it's going to give you a lot more width, a lot more volume that you're not going to get with the Day Tripper. So that's the difference in the volume capacity. You're getting width to the E12 and not with the Day Tripper. So first I'll cover the things that these bags all have in common, and then I'll point out some of the differences that you guys need to know about when you are making that decision. So first and foremost, let's talk about construction. Now they're all made from 1680 denier, so a super heavy duty polyester. And what's cool is they use a ballistic nylon that they actually laminate to the inside of the bags, which really in a sense make them waterproof. The only thing that's not waterproof on these bags is going to be the seams. So keep that in mind. They're not waterproof at the seams, but the material itself, you're not really going to have any issues with water getting in there. So that's the commonalities. They also have a vinyl that is attached to the outside of the bag where it's going to interface with the bike. So when it is touching against your motorcycle and your plastics, it's not going to scratch up your paint job or your plastic. And also, they're all going to mount the same way. The way these mount is very simple. They all have 2-inch straps. You're just going to lay them over the seat, get it to the width that you need, depending on the motorcycle seat that you have. You're going to have straps that are going to go around either the subframe or the foot peg, and then you're going to have these gutter hooks around in the back. So once you have these installed and you have everything cinched up, they do a really good job of staying put. They're not going to be flopping around on you. We've really had good success there. Another thing you want to keep in mind too is that you're going to have one side that's always going to be near your exhaust or your muffler. So Wolfman does offer a heat shield that we have on our website, so I recommend picking one of those up. That's going to prevent the bag from interfacing with the exhaust. That's going to prevent you from burning a hole or burning your straps. And also all the straps on these bags are replaceable. So if you ever were to break one, which it's hard to do, you can have those replaced if you need to. So now let's talk about some of the differences between the bags. So first I'll talk about the Enduro Dry and then also in the E12. So with the Enduro Dry saddlebag, obviously capacity is going to be a lot more with 36 liters, 25 with the E12. A couple of the big differences is you're going to have 2-inch compression straps over the top on the Dry. On the E12 and the Day Tripper, you're just going to have one compression strap that goes over the top, but that's because it's a much larger bag. You want to be able to cinch it down more. Another cool feature about the Dry saddlebag is if you want to, it doesn't come included, but you can pick up the Wolfman Dry bags and use those inside. And that's going to make sure all your gear is 100% waterproof and it's a roll top closure. Another great feature about this Dry bag is that this is a roll top, whereas the E12 and the Day Tripper are both going to have YKK zippers, super heavy duty number 10 zippers. But with the Dry, you're getting that roll top closure, which is a feature that I really like. And with that Dry bag, I always recommend having those because it's nice when you get to your destination, whether you're camping or staying at a hotel. Rather than having to pull items out or take the bags completely off, you can just take the entire Dry bag out and take that with you. So that's a cool feature there. Aside from that, again, mounting's all the same. They all have the same construction. Now a lot of guys will wonder, well, how much room do you have on the bike once you actually have it installed, especially with these Enduro Dry? Right now I've got the whole bike taken up with the 3 bags, but as you can see, when I sit on this motorcycle, even with the Enduro Dry, I have plenty of room to move around. I can go forward or back on the seat. No interference with my legs. They just give a really good fit. So there it is. That is the lineup of Enduro bags coming from Wolfman. Again, you've got the Dry, which is 36, E12 25, and the Day Tripper at 12.4. If you guys have any questions, thoughts, or comments about these, just make sure you write those below. You can call us or chat live online. We want to get your questions answered. If you want to see what we like to pack on our adventure rides, make sure you watch our other videos where we show you exactly how we like to pack. We do a lot of multiple day rides where we cover upwards of 2,000 miles. So we definitely know what it takes to get everything you need as far as luggage goes on your motorcycle. So make sure you watch those videos. Head over to our website at RockyMountainATVMC.com to check these bags out, as well as all the other Wolfman products that we offer. And as always, orders over $75 are going to ship free. I am Chase here at Rocky Mountain, and we'll see you on the trails.